Good
Yep,
evening.
you may start. You're good to go.
Good evening. This is the Accessory Apartment Review Board. This is July 28th, 2020. Could please mute your telephones and let us please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
States of America,
to the republic
to the republic for which it
stands,
one
nation, indivisible,
one
with
nation,
liberty
under
and
God,
justice for all.
indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please mute yourselves, please.
Would you like me to roll call?
Yes, please.
Sandra Thomas,
Present.
Harold Wade, Carol Vavona,
Hello.
Pete DeNegris,
Present.
Stephanie Harris,
Present.
Carolyn Vassaluth,
Present.
Lamont Wilson,
Present.
Sal Mangano,
Present.
Keith Hayward,
Present.
Counsel to the Board Dave Bishop,
Present.
Okay.
and myself, Andrea McGurk.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have Peter here as well for number one, so I'll bring him in.
Okay.
All right,
Hello.
Peter.
Okay.
Hi.
Peter Kavaris?
Carabas.
Yes. Would you please state your name and your address?
Peter Carabas, 42 East Minerva Road, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757.
Okay. Mr. Kavaris, do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so I help you?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Kavaris, do you own any other property in the town of Avalon?
No, I don't.
Okay. Let the record indicate that this house was inspected on 7/27/2020. I have inspector's report saying that there are not enough parking spots. Upon the drive-through by inspection, I noticed an attached awning that needs a permit. A tent in the driveway needs to be removed, and parking.
There is enough parking.
Excuse me, Mr. Kravitz, you'll have an opportunity to speak as soon
Oh, I'm
as I
sorry.
finish.
I apologize. I apologize.
Okay. According to the inspector, there is not enough parking. There needs to be parking for 4 in the driveway for 4 automobiles. There's a picture of the posting of the affidavit of the posting, but there is no affidavit of posting in the record. Mr. Karavis has submitted a license, a Cablevision bill, a credit card bill, and a car lease statement. It indicates that he needs a waiver for parking because there is not enough parking. Okay, Mr. Karavis, where is the accessory apartment that you want the permit for?
It's downstairs.
Well, all right, yeah, I need, you need more, like, when you say it's downstairs,
It's
Is
a
the-
high ranch. It's the down first level of the high ranch, the ground level,
And how many bedrooms are in that apartment?
1 bedroom.
And is that apartment currently occupied or rented?
I don't rent. My son lives with me. I just put the bedroom downstairs so I can have privacy.
Okay, so but you're saying that you're going to be staying downstairs?
Correct. Well, I live in the whole house, but I just needed a bedroom downstairs for privacy.
All right, but you're asking for an accessory apartment, which means there's an additional kitchen, etc.
Yes, there is. It was this way when I purchased the home 2 weeks before Sandy, and it was redone.
Okay. All right. So is there anyone here that would like to speak on this application?
Yes, Ms. Chairperson, I have 3 people registered. I'm only seeing 2 of them here. So I'll bring in the first one, Thomas Jalika.
Okay.
Bring them in. Okay.
Yes, please.
Thomas, I'm going to be bringing you in.
Mr.
So, Tom,
Carrabba,
you're-
I'm going to ask you to wait till after you've heard the comments from from neighbors.
Okay.
Am I on?
Yes, could you please state your name and your address?
Thomas P. Jedliger, 43 East Minerva, Road, Lindenhurst.
All right. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, Mr. Kravitz?
I do.
Kravitz? Okay. And what is your concern, please?
Well, I have a lot of concerns. One, we'll start with the parking. There is not enough parking on this piece of property. It is an inline ranch. It has very little frontage on it. The applicant has 2 cars that are permanently in the driveway. He has a Camaro undercover on the 10th, which I believe is a violation that has to be removed. He's got a Mercedes parked at the bottom of the driveway, and he has a pickup truck that's parked in the street from one end of the available parking of his property line to the edge of his driveway. There is no way to add parking if he was to rent an accessory apartment on the property. There is nowhere for him to put another car without it being put on somebody else's property. So if he rented the apartment, 1 or 2 cars to the apartment, those 2 cars would have to be an inconvenience to one of us surrounding neighbors. As you see, I've sent you many, many pictures. And you've read my letter. Apparently you have my letter. I heard you talking about it.
Yes,
Along with my,
yes,
Yeah,
we're going to show you pictures as an exhibit.
I was on my iPad so I could watch this live, and you guys shut me out, and I can't get back in.
That was my bad, Tom. I made a mistake there. You were the next call, but I saw that you had called in, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, out of
being
a
able to
panic that I'm panicked that I'm
No,
gonna.
I was gonna call if I didn't see your number. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, we apologize for that. That was not a deliberate. Thank you.
That was
Okay.
that was not deliberate. You were in a little early, and we got spoofed.
Yeah.
So
Now
is that-
I've sent pictures from the past, the present, over the last, I guess, year or so. Every time I see something screwed up, and I have never made a complaint about this guy. I've never called the cops. I've never called the town. I've never called the building department about any of this. We've lived with what we see. You see from the pictures the condition of the front of the property. You would think that the gentleman, Pete, would have at least cut his lawn and pulled some weeds out and stuff just for the hearing so it would look a little bit better. We looked at this eyesore all the time. He has the awning. They live on the front of this house. And I might be babbling a little bit. But they have fires. There's a woman, his girlfriend sits under the awning in the chair all day long when she's not at work. From the morning to the night, they build fires under the awning. They have electric heaters. She's out there in the winter time with fires under the awning. Someone called the police, not myself, somebody else down the block, called the police. They came to the house. There was a fire under the awning. They called the fire department, and the fire department put the fire out. After that, they had the fire marshal to the property, and I believe public safety. They told them they weren't allowed to have the fire, blah, blah, blah. You have pictures of the fire under the awning with the woman sitting there. Those are the ones with the Christmas decorations in front. Now, mind you, if Pete is listening to this, I can live with what we have. I can live with his son living upstairs and him living downstairs. I can't live with him renting the house out because of the aggravation we've gone through. I mean, you have the letters from all my neighbors, so it's just not me. The house is a wreck. He has a kid next door cut the grass every now and then. We should not have to live with this. The house currently, I believe, has violations as per the inspector 2 days ago. In case, I believe that voids this application to start. The parking, we're begging the town not to allow the variance on the parking. As you see in the pictures, with the pickup truck, there's nowhere for them to put an additional car for a rented space.
Okay. Okay,
Do we agree?
thank you very much. Your concerns have been noted and your pictures have been entered in as evidence of your complaint. Thank you. Is there anyone else here that would like to speak on this application?
Sandy, I do have another constituent registered to speak, so I'm going to bring in Ann Lynch. She's on the phone as well, so I'm going to bring her in.
Okay.
Thank you, Tom.
And I'll be able to hear her?
Yes, you'll be able to hear.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Hey, Ann, are you there?
Hi.
Good
Hi, I'm
evening.
here. How are you?
Yes, could you please state your name and your address?
My name is Ann Lynch. I resided at 36 East Minerva Road in Lunenhurst.
Okay. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Lynch, what is your testimony and your concern?
Well, having lived next to Pete for, I think he's been there about 7 or 8 years now. He moved in after Sandy. And he's had numerous problems with the neighbors, myself included. He was one of the reasons that we recently sold our house. There was always activity in the front of the yard with drinking and not taking care of the property. And I wrote an email when I looked over the fence one day. His whole backyard was covered in dog feces. And I could smell it from my side of the yard because it was a hot day. He's had numerous fights with the neighbors whenever we even were to ask him about anything at all. So I really haven't spoken to him in about a year because of that. I felt like he would retaliate or he couldn't speak calmly about something. And he just didn't keep his property kept up in any way. It was just a constant mess. And the kid next door, who's a man actually, would mow his lawn because he couldn't stand to look at it because he lived next to him, and it was just as easy for him to just go up a couple of lines in the front with the mower. So he was just not a good neighbor, not in any way. And I really feel like if he has other people living there, it's just going to be more unkept. And the parking, he only has room for 2 cars and 1 in the driveway. So I don't know. They never leave the house. It's like most of them, they're living in the house. I don't know if anyone works or anything, but they're certainly not outside, keeping up with the garbage pails. My husband would have to pick up garbage all the time that would blow on our lawn, and I don't know. It was just a nuisance. It really was. It was a shame because we lived there for 35 years very nicely, and we just didn't want to do it anymore. And that's all I have to say about him.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lynch.
Can I add?
No, who is that that's asking to speak?
This is Tom Jedlicka, across the street.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Jeselika.
Okay.
You've had your opportunity. If there's anyone else that's waiting to be heard, Brian, is there anyone else that's waiting to be heard on this application? So I'm waiting for Brian to let me know if there's someone else waiting to be heard on this application. In the meantime, we have received letters from Ms. Lynch and also from Tom Jedlicka, who testified here. We also have a letter from a resident that wishes to remain anonymous. And we have a letter from a Mrs. Worsk, also on this application. Okay, I'm waiting for Brian to let me know if there's anybody else that wants to be heard on this application. Hearing none, I'll bring you back, Mr. Tavares.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Tavares, would you like to?
Yes,
speak toward these
Yes.
allegations?
absolutely untrue. I don't have this kid cutting my grass because he doesn't like it. I pay him every week. He cuts it every week. Okay, I will take down the awning, and then I have a little barbecue gazebo. If I remove that, my apron spans enough to fit 4 cars, and I could fit 4 cars and take a photograph and send it in.
Okay. Uh, the town
And
inspector,
excuse me,
yes, go ahead, continue, please.
and as my allegations that I don't work, yes, I do. We both work. My girlfriend manages a pet store, and I'm in sales. And my son has anxiety issues, and that's why I put the apartment. I mean, I put the bedroom downstairs because he's really stressed out all the time. Okay, I'm not looking to rent it or anything like that. Okay, and Mr. Tom Jedliger, he doesn't like anybody parking in front of his house, and that's how the whole thing started. You know, he came over here cursing at my friends because somebody parked in front of his house.
All right, but Mr.
And
Tavares, you have to understand, the town inspector also indicated that, that you would need a parking waiver in order to get a permit. And
I know,
that,
but I could fit 4 cars and take a picture, because if I remove my garbage cans and remove my barbecue from the front of the house on the side, okay, the apron spans enough to fit 4
What-
cars.
the town inspector observed your property and indicates that you would need a waiver for additional cars. If you are objecting to that and feel that that's not so, then you would have to then bring that up again with the Commissioner of Planning. You would have to remove the violations as well in order for anything to be done. You've heard
that's not a problem.
you have heard the concerns of your neighbors. We in the town of Babylon like to have good neighbors as good friends. And so perhaps you will consider correcting some of those. At this time, we will leave this record open for 7 days for any additional
Sammy.
comments. Yes,
I did get one last person, Monica, in. She was having some trouble, and I was able to speak with her. Can I bring her in? Is that all right before we close?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I kept asking.
No, you were trying to talk to me, and I was on the phone. I apologize.
Yes. So there is an additional witness. So yes, you can bring her in.
Hey, Monica, just wanted to let you know we were able to get you in. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I just,
So, excuse me, could you please state your name and your address?
sure, it's Monica Warris, 12 East Minerva Road, Lindenhurst.
Okay, and do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, Ms. Worth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I did indicate in the record that you did write a letter of objection.
Yes.
So what is your testimony, please?
Well, I just wanted to say that, in the area that we live, it's really very congested. And the particular house in question is in the middle of the block. And I know that every day when we drive down the street, there are so many cars that we can't even get through at times because there's just so many vehicles there. This particular house, I mean, I have safety concerns. One, because they have a fire pit on the front steps, the wooden steps, that they light up, and the flames are shooting way up into the air. And the fire department has been there. There's like multiple vehicles there. There's not off-road. There's one small driveway, and the driveway has a tent with a vehicle under it. And then there's a barbecue in the front of the house with a patio with a covering on the barbecue. And it's just, it's really, I don't think it's conducive to having an apartment in that particular home in the neighborhood. The streets flood, there's congestion with the flooding. It's just really not safe, and it's an eyesore. So to have an apartment in there, I just really wonder who would be living in the apartment and how would they would be as landlords to to accommodate or to correct some of these issues that are concerns to the neighbors.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I have to say about that. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
I'm just really concerned. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Ms. Worth.
Okay.
Mr. Kavares, you have heard additional complaints which are similar to the ones you've heard before. As I indicated, we will leave the record open for 7 days to accept any other comments. at which time we will entertain, we will discuss your application. Thank you very much.
I have a question.
Yeah. Who's speaking, please?
The council, Bishop.
Oh, hi.
Are you the applicant, are you saying that you're not intending to rent this out?
No, I'm not. My son has anxiety issues. He lives with me. Okay, we live in the whole house. When I purchased this home, and there was a kitchen, it was set up this way. Okay,
Right.
I redid everything. Okay, I'm not renting it. He doesn't even drive because of anxiety. He doesn't even have a license. Okay, and I put the bedroom downstairs. Not that I put it; it was there, but I put my bed downstairs. Just because I could have privacy if he has a friend over or whatever. Okay, we live in the house together. He's my son. My son, my girlfriend, and myself live in the house, and his girlfriend's over a lot. And that's about it. I'm not looking to rent the house out. I'm not looking to move.
There's only 3 cars.
I mean, if I have to take the kitchen out, I'll take the kitchen, I'll take the bedroom out and move upstairs. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. It's just a big inconvenience. I did everything right, and I know that the driveway does fit 4 cars, and I could fit them more, and I could take a picture.
Okay, so.
And the fire pit is not a fire pit. I called the fire marshal. It's a gas. It's one of those little gas fire tables, and I called the fire department. They told me it's allowed to have it.
So the reason you're doing the application is to legalize the living situation that's already occurring. Is that fair to understand? You already have.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
I'm not looking to rent it.
Additional cars. I just want to understand what the.
Yeah, I'm not looking to rent it at all.
All right.
Got
But
it.
Mr. Kavaris, you also understand your neighbor's concerns.
I understand. Yes, I do. I'll
And-
remove the tent. I'll remove everything. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just, it's just inconvenience. I mean, it's just like I said. I did it for convenience of just having some privacy for my son. If I have to take the kitchen out, I have no problem.
But
It
you're
is what it
saying
is.
that your son lives in the upstairs of the house, and how many bedrooms are up there? 3 bedrooms?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We all. He doesn't. he just
And you
doesn't
live
upstairs.
downstairs?
No, I sleep downstairs. We live together in the house. I just, downstairs for privacy.
All right.
He doesn't
Okay.
live upstairs. There is no, it's one family.
Okay. And did you speak to the inspector when the inspector came?
Yeah, but they told me it didn't matter because, I have a kitchen and it used to be called a summer kitchen and now it's not a summer kitchen.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if I have a kitchen, it's
Okay.
considered an apartment. I'm not
But
looking
he
to
did
rent it.
share with you the concerns and the violations, that you need a waiver in order to try to apply for this permit. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You need to
Okay.
waive it.
All right. As I said, we're going to leave the record open for 7 days for any additional comments, at which time this board will discuss your application. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you very
Uh,
much, Mr. Tavares.
So what you guys are going to call me?
Yes.
You will
Next
be
week,
notified. Yes, you'll be notified. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay,
very
thank you.
much. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
All right.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Peter. I'm gonna bring in the, Sandy, if you're ready, I'm gonna bring in, Tarcleen for, application number 2.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
All right, Tarcleen, Tarquin, sorry if I'm messing up your name.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good
Hello.
evening. Could you please state your name and your address?
My name is Tarquin Rattati. My address is 75 South Crescent Drive, Farmingdale, New York.
Okay. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. And Mr. Tocardi, do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
No, I do not.
Okay. Let the record indicate that Mr. Tocardi has submitted an affidavit of posting. He has requested a parking waiver, which was approved by the commissioner, Rachel Scalpo. The property was inspected on 7/17/2019. He submitted a bank statement, a credit card statement, and a mortgage statement, as well as a driver's license. Mr. Tarquin's property did not pass inspection, and he needed a plumbing permit. And a plumbing permit was submitted, and the certificate number is 91844. Okay. Mr. Tarquin, where is the accessory apartment, please?
It is on the second floor of an inline high ranch,
Okay. And how many bedrooms are in that apartment?
3 bedrooms.
Okay. And is that apartment currently rented?
It is not rented.
Okay. So there's nobody there right now. It's not occupied?
No.
Okay. Is there anyone here that has any questions regarding this application? Is there anyone in the waiting room that wishes to speak on this application?
Nope, there's not.
There is no one that wishes to speak on this application. Okay, Mr. Tarquetti, we will leave this application open for 7 days for any additional comments, at which time we will entertain a motion. We thank you very much for your testimony this evening, and you will be hearing from us within a few weeks.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I remove the sign?
Yes, please remove the sign, and this hearing is over.
Great, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tarkin.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. I have Michael in for application number 3. So I'm going to bring him in if you're ready.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Please state your name and your address.
Hello, my name is Michael Croce. I live at 7 Lana Court, North Babylon, New York, 11703.
Okay. And do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay. Mr. Croce, do you own any other property in the town of Babylon?
I do not.
Okay. Let the record indicate that Mr. Croce has submitted an affidavit of posting. He has submitted 2 credit card statements, a bank account statement, and a New York State driver's license. The property was inspected on 12/17/2019. There was an indication at the inspection that there was a need for a plumbing permit. Mr. Croce has submitted 2 plumbing permits, number 92532 and number 92531. Mr. Croce, where is your accessory apartment, please?
I have like a wide high ranch, so it's where the 2-car garage would be, and it's a 1-bedroom.
It's a 1-bed. And is that apartment, is that currently occupied or rented?
Yeah, well, my sister and her boyfriend live there.
Okay. And, all right. Is there anyone here that would like to speak to this application?
There is not.
There's no one? Is anyone from the board would like to ask any questions regarding this application? Okay. Mr. Croce, we're going to leave the record open for 7 days pending any additional comments from your neighbors, at which time this board will then entertain a motion to accept your application. At this time, you can take down your sign, and this hearing is over. Thank you
so
very
much.
much. You're welcome.
Madam Chair, members of the board, I have for your consideration now renewals by affidavit. Number 1 is Tavares Duran, 648 Malloy Street, Copeg.
Motion to approve.
Second, is that me?
All in favor?
Aye.
2 La Rochelle, 46 Trouville Road, Copeg.
Motion to approve.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Hasnat, 69 Summers Place, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
second by Harold.
All in favor?
Aye.
4 Life Estate of Azarelli, 165 Monarch Avenue, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second by Harold.
All in favor?
Aye.
5 206 Heathcote Road, Lindenhurst.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Pete, second
Second
by,
by Harold.
all in favor?
Aye.
Powell, 116 North 16th Street, Wheatley Heights.
Motion to approve.
Motion
Second by
by
Harold.
Pete, second
Sorry.
by, all in favor?
Aye.
7 Rodriguez, 79 Poplar Road, North Amityville.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Pete, second by,
Harold.
all in favor?
Aye.
8 Paul, 69 West 5th Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith, all in favor?
Aye.
9 Tisca, 1009 North Hamilton Avenue, Lindenhurst.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Pia Seca and Cano, 366 West 23rd Street, Deer Park.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
11 is Simon, 115 Tell Avenue, Deer Park.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
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 12 is the Camiso Life Estate, 1575 A Street in West Babylon.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
15 Hernandez, 52 Clearview Drive, Wheatley Heights.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
15 Carbot, 264 West 19th Street, Deer Park.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
15 is Sal and Bruni, 2 Iroquois Street, Deer Park.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Carrie, seconded by Keith. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
15 is Bala, 34 Sunburst Drive, Deer Park.
Motion to approve by Carolyn.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
17 is Dinatal, 315 Alfred Street, North Babylon.
Motion to approve by Carolyn.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
18
Aye.
is Kurt, 221 Chelsea Avenue, North Babylon.
Motion to approve by Carolyn.
Seconded by Lamont. Lamont.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And finally, 19 is Anderson, 337 West 19th Street, Deer Park.
Motion to approve by Carolyn.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn, seconded by Lamont. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Madam Chair, I have two affidavits of transfer applications. Number one is D'Agasto, 442 Old Farmingdale Road, West Babylon.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second by Carolyn.
Motion by Keith, seconded by Carolyn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Two is
Aye.
Hippus, 31 Duville Boulevard, Copay.
Motion to approve.
Second by Carolyn.
Motion by Keith, second by Carolyn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
We have decisions reserved. Do we want to move any of those? Madam Chair?
Yes. We'll take,
Number one,
no, number two, on,
Number two, right. 160 West Lido Promenade, Lindenhurst. We held the hearing on the 21st. That's last
Right.
week.
so I'll take a motion to close the record.
Were there any additional comments?
No. We have not been indicated there are any additional comments. Hearing none, I'll take a motion.
Motion to close.
I'll make a
Second.
motion, Carolyn, to close the record.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Carolyn and seconded by Lamont. The record is closed. I'll take a motion now.
Make a
To,
motion to approve by Carolyn.
motion
Second.
by Carolyn, seconded by Keith. All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. All right.
All right. So we're not moving the other matter, correct? So then on to reserve decisions on revocations. Do you wish to move any of those?
Number three,
Number three is Elkovich.
I'd like to make a motion to revoke his permit.
I think you got to close the record first.
right. I'll take a motion to close the record.
Make a motion to close the record.
Okay,
Second.
Were there any
motion by
more-
Sal,
Second.
second by Keith. Okay. You have additional information, counsel?
No, I was asking, was there any additional correspondence that the board received on this?
No,
Okay.
not
I,
to my knowledge.
I spoke to Elkovich's attorney, Ms. Brennan, and she informed me that the house is in contract to be sold as a single-family home, that they are aware that the board is going to take action this evening, and within 30 days, they will be able to be inspected as.
Watch out for the bones when you eat that, though.
Excuse me, Lamont, could you please mute yourself?
Okay, so they're going to take out the apartment, and they're ready for inspection 30 days from now.
Okay,
And it's
all
being
right.
sold.
So they understand that we're going to revoke this permit as well?
They understand the board's going to take action. I assume you're going to revoke.
Yes, okay. Okay, I'll take a motion.
I would like to make a motion to revoke their permit, and this is from Sal.
Okay. Is there a second to that, please?
Second.
All right, motion by Sal, seconded by Keith to revoke the permit of Tashi David Elkovich, 168 Lido Promenade West, Lindenhurst, New York, 11757. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
That's all I have, Madam Chair.
thank you very much. All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
About the
Motion to
minute.
adjourn,
I'd like to make
Madam
a
Chair.
motion to approve the minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep. Yes, can I have a motion
I'd
to
like to
approve?
make
the
a
minute?
motion to approve the minutes by Carolyn.
Second
Motion
by
by-
Harold.
All right, motion by Carol and seconded by Harold. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Take a
Madam
motion.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, motion by Keith, seconded by,
Seconded by Pete.
motion by Keith, seconded by Pete. The meeting is now adjourned. All